Welcome, welcome, welcome. It is not Saturday morning, it is Sunday afternoon, and this is a special live edition of The Extra Point. PL Coach in the house, Tasha T. Sizzle in the house. How goes it down in the DR on a Sunday?
It goes. It's a nice, pretty day today. It's cool. It's not too hot. It's just perfect.
It is not perfect here in the Dallas Fort Worth area. Don't you start laughing because this ain't funny.
I ain't said a word.
Yet, but I'm gonna get some words out of you, ladies and gentlemen. We have to come on and do a special live today because this type of sports news can't wait until next Saturday. Tasha was just saying that in the pre-roll, and she's absolutely right. I woke up this morning to the stunning news that the Dallas Mavericks have traded 25-year-old, five-time first-team All-NBA, top three player in the league, Luka Doncic, to the Los Angeles Lakers for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a 2029 first-round pick. I see you can't hide your excitement for the news, Tasha T. Sizzle. Let's start here because I want to get some reactions and for you all joining. Make sure if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe. And if you are watching and you have a Mavs fan in your circle, make sure you share this so they can jump in here and give their thoughts. Would love to get Denise's thoughts on this as well. Now, Tasha, let me start off with the because my mind is all over the place, and I need you to help talk me through this because I'm really close to the fire here in Dallas. What is more shocking, Tasha, the fact that Dallas traded Luka or what they got in return for Luka?
It's what they got in return for Luka. You guys who watch the show, you know I am not a fan of street clothes. I don't like him. I think he's a great player. He's always hurt. He's always like the other day when he had, 21 or whatever his numbers were in the first quarter, the next game pulled a oblique muscle or something in his abdomen.
Right.
He's not reliable. They didn't even get any of the good picks, they didn't get an Austin Reeves or anything like that in the pick. Right. So it's just really shocking to me that they just basically kicked Luka out the door.
Okay, so we talked about this in the pre-roll. Again, I woke up this morning and I'm seeing notifications from all over the place. So I'm checking and I'm like double checking because, you know, in our chat, we will have fun sending some troll stuff to each other. And I had to go and verify this information that it was actually correct. So, Tasha, you're more shocked at the return than them actually shipping Luka out? So is this somebody you would move if you were Nico Harrison?
No, I mean it's none of it makes sense. To be honest, none of it makes sense. Hey, Shamika.
Good morning. I'm in Saturday morning mode. Sorry. Good afternoon, Shamika. Go ahead, Tasha.
None of it makes sense because didn't Luka average 30 something points, 10 something rebounds?
Yes.
6-7 assists, and he's behind Michael Jordan actually for his age for all-time scoring when it comes to playoffs.
Right. If you're the only,
why would you get rid of him? The only thing that I could think about, because I really, to be honest, it's been so much that I really haven't gone into it. And plus, it's Sunday.
Right.
I really haven't gone into a lot of sports. It has to be they don't want to pay him that super max.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. No, finish your thought.
And it's they don't want to pay him that super max. So instead of him leaving via the free agent route, they just got rid of him and got a piece that they thought can help them. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Right. And you just gave us a ton to unpack there, Tasha. And we're going to kind of break it down frame by frame since this is the only topic we'll cover today. Denise said, my heart was hurt. I'm just sad about AD leaving Bron. I like their friend relationship. Game watch for the Lakers. Good move. Dallas. Sorry. You disagree. Go fire back off on your daughter.
No, I'm not sad about him leaving Bron. Bron was still carrying the team. And also, I think the Lakers really probably looked at it and saw that they got damaged goods. They got somebody they know cannot take them into the future when LeBron leaves. They said, we're going to bet on Luka. We out here in LA. We got all these fitness gyms. We got the right people. Thank you. They got people who can keep Luka on his toes when it comes to his weight. So I think if the Lakers are looking future wise, they know AD is not that guy because he's not reliable. He's just not.
AD is not a number one. I think he proved that in New Orleans, and I think that he proved that he's more suited for the Robin role with LeBron. Mm-hmm. Let me read this. Okay, so she says, listen, my brother said that LeBron lied, and he knew because how the godfather of the NBA don't know his own team because he knows everything. All right, let's go there, Tasha. So are you calling cap on the fact that LeBron James said that he was completely blindsided by this?
Yeah, I'm calling cap on that because nothing's going on in that organization without LeBron knowing. I think
it's hard to imagine not. It's hard to imagine.
I looked at something and they were like, "Oh, LeBron knew," and LeBron was like, "Oh, that's an effing lie" or whatever. LeBron, you had to know. You had to know because you are the cog in the cogswell space. You remember the Jetsons? Mm-hmm. You're the cog that makes everything go when it comes to that team. They're not going to tell you what they're doing.
We're going to do this Royal Rumble style because the Royal Rumble went down last night in Indianapolis. So we got a tag team match because Shamika and Tasha's on one side. Me and Denise are on the other. She says, do we not watch the game or do we not have the same social media? They are great friends. I do believe that they are great friends. I do also believe that LeBron James is a mercenary and that he'll be cutthroat and do what he has to do. But in the sense of this trade, I think that if LeBron is trying to win now, Anthony Davis gives him a better chance to win a championship this year than Luka Doncic.
No, he does not. No, he does not. How are you going to rely on somebody that ain't never there? He's always hurt when LeBron needs him. We saw LeBron James drag that team through those playoffs. It had nothing to do with AD. And to you and Sasha's point about them being friends, you're teammates and you have things in common. That don't mean you friends. I don't see him vacationing with LeBron, but I saw D-Wade vacate, and I still see D-Wade doing stuff with LeBron. I don't see AD doing stuff. They're friends because they're on the same team. They ain't cool. Not like that. I mean, I'm not saying they're not cool. Hey, what's up, my dog? He went to his wedding. So did a lot of other people. They went to all with him.
So you're saying they're just functioning colleagues, and that's
right.
Okay.
Right. That doesn't mean that they're best friends. So I don't see why she would be sad that AD is leaving LeBron. LeBron is probably on the inside happy that he knows he's going to get somebody that no matter, even if he weighs 400 pounds, is still he ain't going to play no defense, but he going to get out there and he going to score you some points and he going to be on that court regardless of what he is.
How do you contend in the West without a rim protector when you have teams like OKC who have bigs, you have teams like Memphis, you have the Joker, like Houston
AD don't want to play around the rim. He done told y'all that. He don't.
That is true. That is true.
He don't want to be a center, so now y'all in the American Airlines Center. That's the only center y'all gonna get out of him. That's the only center y'all gonna get out of him.
But that's what he wanted. Now, Mavs fans may not want to hear this, but in the short term, the Mavs are not any worse for wear this year with Anthony Davis on the team. If you look at it, Luka's already missed 20 games this year. He's not eligible for any of the postseason awards or the all NBA, all first team, any of that.
But why is that? We know what that is. It's weight-related issues. Even look at Fat Ass down there in New Orleans. How many times did they keep him out because of weight-related issues?
So I'm glad you brought that up, Tasha, because how in the hell can Zion Williams still be in New Orleans with his weight issues, but you ship off a generational talent like Luka, who's an MVP candidate, up to the Lakers, somebody that you will have to see to get to an NBA championship?
What I'm thinking is, I mean, I really need to hear something from Mark Cuban. I think they're probably trying to say that Luka is not that guy because he has no discipline, just like Fat Ass. They have no discipline when it comes. It's no reason in this world why we should not be talking about Zion Williams every game.
That's true.
Every year. But it's because he has no discipline when it comes to his weight issues.
Mm-hmm. And pork and porn is his undoing. Pork and porn.
Right. I mean, and that's the same with Luka. Even though Luka is still effective, I mean, we saw Luka struggling to get up and down, of course, and he can't play D because he can't get back to get up to play D.
He has no interest in playing defense either. And there's that component to it. But if you're the Mavericks, okay, you got Kyrie Irving who can handle the scoring load. You have Klay Thompson to play off guard at the 2 spot. You have PJ Washington at the 3. You move AD to his traditional spot of 4 where he wanted to be. And then you have Daniel Gafford, some pieces that you put together last year that will seem to be something more defensive minded. Now, President of Basketball Operations and General Manager Nico Harrison is a marked man here in Dallas, first of all. But he alluded to that, Tasha, as far as being in a position to win now. He says defense wins championships, and this move puts us in a position to be better now and in the future. I totally disagree with that. I think that your future is Luka Doncic, and you ship him off to a franchise that's been known to get gifts in the past. I just don't understand.
I mean, I really think that they probably gave Luka the ultimatum about being in better condition, and he's showing them that he's not going to do that. And it's like you and Sasha keep saying LeBron is, upset about losing AD. I mean, that's his boy, but Luka's a top 5 player. He's that guy, but it's something going on within that organization that they're not telling us. And then did you see the press conference when he's sitting up there with Jason Kidd and somebody on Twitter, Jason Kidd had that look like Tony Braxton was in the audience. And if you guys don't know, go Google that because it was funny as hell to me because I understood what that meant.
And they got him shipped out of Dallas too, by the way, as a aside, but go ahead.
Like, did y'all not tell y'all coach that y'all was going to do this in the middle of the night?
He said he didn't. He said he didn't inform Jason Kidd. And Jason Kidd looked pissed, by the way, that the move was
because he know he getting street clothes. He don't want street clothes.
Yeah, and by the way, Anthony Davis is hurt right now. He can't play right now anyway. Now, Shamika Nicole says, I bet they have been giving him chance after chance, and he is not meeting the weight workout goals. They're not paying him that coin at the end of his contract. He has accountability in his LA, and mark my words, the Magic will have him in the gym morning and night. A couple of things, and hold on, let's get Sasha's rebuttal here. She says, no one spoke for Bron about being sad about AD leaving. I said that I was sad to see AD leave. So she said, spell her name right.
But no, it's like people are worried about what LeBron is thinking, and they're
clarifying and saying that she said
that's what she said. I ain't sad he leaving. If y'all really fans of LeBron, y'all would be cheering for this.
Really?
Because AD is not the answer, and I've been said that when he got traded to LA, I was like, why is he there? Why is he here, Ike? He ain't gave them the championship they got. Again, not knocking the bubble.
Yes, you are.
You're knocking the bubble. When he didn't have to play a full season, he could go out there and play the few games that he could play, and they won that championship. Other than
I'm not disagreeing with that.
Actually done.
I'm not disagreeing with that because that 2-3 month layoff does put an asterisk beside his availability and not having to travel and do things of that nature, playing in one centralized location. I'll give you that. But one thing that I do agree with Shamika on this, she said, is that you playing with LeBron James, you're not the shot caller no more, Luka. And to back up the point that you all were making about conditioning, there's word that's coming out now by Shams Charania, who's the NBA insider, basically, that there was a schism between Luka and the team, and it all imploded on Christmas Day when he got that calf injury because, a la Tom Brady, Luka had his own training team. And the Mavs were frustrated with him unable to recuperate as fast as they thought that he should have and wanted him to train with the team's trainers. Luka balked at that, and Luka was like, I'm the man. What are you going to do, trade me? Damn, they did. But I still don't think, look, he could be 450 pounds and on dialysis and got diabetes, and I still want him in Dallas over Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Now, it's just half-ass wanted to play until last season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's get into the money aspect of this because a part of this feels personal to me, Tasha. Luka Doncic, by way of his All-NBA selections the last 5 years, he was eligible for a Supermax contract this coming up off season, which could have netted him 5 years, $345 million. That $75 million a year would have been the richest contract in the history of the NBA. Going to the Lakers now, he can only do a max of 5 years, $229. I'm going to have to double back and whoop your ass, Nico, for that. You could have traded me after you paid me my max. Like,
But again, why pay him the max if he's not holding up to his end of the contract, just like Zion? I really think
we can't keep comparing him to Zion because this man is
I
producing.
mean, their issue is basically the same thing. It is conditioning.
Yes, and conditioning does speak to commitment. And if you're going to invest $75 million a year into a player, you want to make sure that he's committed. There is something that must be going on behind the scenes between Luka and the front office for this to happen.
And that's what I said. And it should also put these other players on alert. And KD said it. If Luka can be traded, it can happen to anybody.
I put on the Memphis Grizzlies gear today because they do have a nationally televised game tonight, but it's to echo your sentiment. John Morant, you've been put on notice. The gun toting and the missing games and the just not being a consummate professional and expecting to get a supermax. This was a shot across the bow, and we know this is a copycat league. If Luka can be shipped, don't think this. Oh, I almost cussed. Don't think that it's sweet for you down there in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Because this was by far one of the most shocking trades that I've ever seen. She says, and I don't even like Luka, like LA, but I know this. Let's take a look from the Lakers side of this. Tasha, how do they keep the word is that Nico Harrison himself said that he only reached out to the Lakers. You couldn't get more than just Anthony Davis and Max Christie and a 2029 first-round pick for Luka. We saw Rudy Gobert get 4 first-round picks. Mikal Bridges got 5 first-round picks. And you get that for Luka? How can LeBron be happy with that? Or is Luka just, I
don't know if the Lakers are finally putting their big boy pants on and realizing that one day LeBron is going to have to stop playing. Like, right. I think LeBron's going to try to go another 2 years until he can get Bryce in the league. So then you can have both sons in the league. Right. That's if Bronny is still serviceable in somebody's league. I think the Lakers are looking past LeBron. Mm-hmm. They don't want to give up too much. They feel like they can get Luka in here, get him in the shape he needs, and then get some pieces and build around Luka because they knew AD is not the type of person that can lead a team.
I agree with you there, and I agree with the fact that they're looking past the LeBron era. Now, this is why I think LeBron maybe didn't know. If you're LeBron James, you're bringing in your replacement. LeBron has shown no real loyalty to a city. He wasn't loyal to Cleveland. He left Cleveland twice. That's his hometown. He left Miami after winning back-to-back championships and 4 straight NBA finals. He'll leave the Lakers if the price is right and if he can find a better situation. So why would he care about the Lakers' future success past him being there? I don't see LeBron signing up to be a mentor for his replacement more than somebody who can help him win right now. And I just don't think that the Lakers, with no rim protection, no defense, no rebounding, you got rid of 2 bigs in Christie and AD. Like, how are you supposed like you're not a threat in the West this year? And to your point, Tasha, I do believe that the Lakers are like, LeBron is not involved in this because LeBron would veto it. LeBron would go public. He will find a way to undo this via Rich Paul. And we need to set up our franchise for the next 10 years because LeBron days are numbered.
All I know is Luka going out there without a max contract. They set Luka up because you're leaving a nice state of Texas with no tax.
Great point.
Out there with Gavin Newsom. I like the old brother Gavin Newsom, the governor of California. They're going to be setting all Luka money on fire. Maybe he won't have enough money to buy no food.
We're in mourning down here in Dallas, and you up here talking about a damn Big Mac and a Whopper with cheese. They're having a funeral in front of the
In-N-Out. It's the In-N-Out and the Whataburger. No, I'm serious. I'm not a fan of this trade simply because I'm not an AD fan. I don't like AD. He's not reliable. I don't like him. There's no way in hell I would have got rid of Luka.
No way.
No circumstances.
No circumstances. Like, you could literally be a cheeseburger away from 450 pounds. And as long as you're giving me 30, 10, and 10, and 32 in the playoffs, if you're second in all-time scoring average behind the one Michael Jeffrey Jordan in NBA history. Think about some of the names that are not on that list in front of him. Only Michael Jordan, and you give him away at 25 years old in his prime. We can work on the weight. I can give you a bag of smack. We can get that weight down.
And then you think about somebody else had tweeted out. They was like Zion. It was a GIF, and it was like Zion sitting up mad watching Luka at 400 pounds get traded to a contender while he's sitting over there at 400 pounds suffering.
Right. On the fetishes tab on Pornhub, like come on, man. I'm just this is just I'm blown away. Tasha, is this the most shocking trade that you ever recall seeing?
I'm gonna say yeah, especially again, it was done in the night, like these NFL teams when they up and move to new cities. It was just kind of, again, I don't know if it's because I'm 2 hours ahead of Central Time. I was asleep when I woke up. That was like one of the first things I saw on Instagram. And then I immediately, of course, it was like, they always show the meme of people running down the escalator, people running to Twitter to see if this is true. And that is exactly what I did. And Luka was trending.
You said that, and it does conjure up images of those Mayflower trucks driving off in the snow, leaving Baltimore to go to Indianapolis, where the fans wake up the next morning and your damn pro team is gone. Like, this is it's on that level here, Tasha.
I mean, and remember the Colts left too, so
right.
Tonight too.
Right. This is absolutely shocking. Now let's go 10-4 hat, since this is social media here. Adam Silver, and it's been and really the worst kept secret in all of sports is the NBA's declining viewership. And you think about the timing of this. It's the 1 week where there's no football. The All-Star game is approaching in 2 weeks. After next Sunday around 8:30 p.m., the NFL is done to the fall. And all eyes will be on your declining ratings. Now, there's no football to distract us from the fact that your product has been dwindling the last, 12, 13 years? But now you get Luka to the Lakers, and now the one of the most polarizing players in the league goes to the most visible franchise. Do you think this will help bump the numbers post All-Star break?
I mean, it's going to bump the numbers as far as the Lakers viewership, because people are going to want to see what Luka is doing. The Mavs aren't going to be making nationally televised games with AD as your top player.
I don't even want to see it locally.
And remember, I told you, I believe that decline is due to that one and done rule. We don't know the players who are in the NBA because they're in college. They don't get a chance to make a name for themselves.
Right.
We don't know who the hell they are when they get to the NBA.
Right.
That's what's hurting the viewership. And speaking of hurting viewership, I just turned on the TV and the flag football Pro Bowl is on. Who the hell still watches this shit? Who's going to watch that NBA All-Star game when all they do is just throwing up the ball and lacklusterly trying?
I think that they will get a boost because Anthony Davis, he's hurt. He's not playing, so never mind. He made the team, but he's not even playing. Denise said, I saw it last night, then saw Beyonce post her tour and said, not now, B. Now, no, nothing is. This is the only news that can knock Trump off the A block on Twitter and Instagram.
Like Beyonce has not been at the top of the list of Twitter. It has been all of this.
No. And if she wins her first album of the year tonight, a Grammy, it still won't trump Luka to the Lakers.
Let me see what's trending now. Keep talking. Let me see what's the number one trending topic.
Nico Harrison, I just want to implore you to understand the gravity and the magnitude of what happened. I think that you sitting there in the press conference with Jason Kidd being smug, laughing, maybe it was a nervous laughter. Maybe you just, it was just a involuntary muscle reaction. But the way that you kind of flippantly went about about the news of this, Mavs fans are bleeding right now. Mm-hmm. First of all, if you're a Mavs fan, you're probably a Cowboys fan unless you're Michigan Mike, who's somewhere mourning right now. God bless him and prayers to him, because I'm not trolling or joking, but I'm trying to think of another player in sports. And Tasha, you help me with this because you're pretty well versed when it comes to all sports. What would be the equivalent of this in another sport? The NFL, what player could be traded today that we would be this shocked as we are with Luka?
I mean, only if the Ravens or the Bills said we get ready to trade Lamar, or the Bills said we get ready to trade Josh Allen. That's it. That would send an earthquake. Like that would set the Richter scale off.
Yes, it would. I just are either team a contender as currently constructed right now?
I think the Mavs had a better chance if Luka came back after the All-Star game than the Lakers had with AD. What's the standings now? See, Mike, you should have been on. Mike chickening out, y'all, because he's talking about it's too soon. I need some stat now. Mike got me.
I got you on the stats. The Lakers are currently 5th in the West, and the Mavs are currently 8th in the West. Which 8th is not that bad when considered that Luka has missed so much time. I figured he comes back, they move up into the top 6 and avoid the play-in, and then they just go.
Right, then y'all got the stupid play-in, so that still gives them a chance to get in. I mean, the Lakers did that last year, got in the play-in, and ran the gauntlet almost.
Yeah. This is crazy. I think this is 30 for 30 worthy, because there's got to be more to this story than, oh, he's out of shape. Hell, he's been out of shape for 5 years. Why is today the tipping point? That man been big boned since he was drafted. You saw him on the hookah machine? Hookah and beer?
You gonna get your fat ass.
Now, this looks like a bit of foreshadowing. Do you remember last year in the Western Conference Finals, once they clinched and Luka walked in with that beer and Nico Harrison grabbed that beer and took it out of his hand?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what you celebrating for? We finna get you out of here.
Ain't the time, bro.
We about to get you out of here. What is he punching teammates like Mike did? Did he sleep with Nico's wife? What on earth could possibly push you to the point
I told you, I think it has everything to do with that max deal. They didn't want to pay him that money, knowing that he wasn't going to come in and give 100%. Now, you always sit up and say, I hate LeBron James, which I can tell people all the time that is not the truth. I love
Savannah James, but I do think she hates LeBron.
I love LeBron James. But do you see how LeBron changed his entire lifestyle? That adds to the longevity of his career. Just like as much. Now, I do hate Tom Brady. Tom Brady body ain't never been the picture. Ooh, girl, did you see him? But Tom Brady did change his entire lifestyle.
Right.
And it added to the longevity of his career. The way these guys are set up now, their careers are not going to last long. So that's why I am kind of shocked that the Lakers are putting so much into Luka.
I am glad that Shamika is on right now, because I would have boxed Tasha on this. I needed a third party to kind of bring me some levity, because she makes a good point. Who is giving $345 million? Fully guaranteed, by the way. Fully guaranteed to not play at his max potential.
Nobody's giving him that. So that's why I understand why the Mavs did it. It's just shocking because it's Luka.
Right. And the word shocking is right. They're holding a mock funeral downtown at the American Airlines Center as we speak, with casket and brothers praying over it and all kind of stuff. Like 2 weeks ago, it was Schottenheimer. Now this. We down bad down here in Dallas right now. Send us a care package. We down bad.
D stands for doomed.
And I'm not. Okay. Wow. Last question, because and thank you for talking through this with me, Tasha. See, this is what you call a ride or die right here. I reached out to her and said, hey, look, I want to talk through this. Can you jump on? She was like, I got you, player. Let me run some errands earlier. Then we're going to jump on later this afternoon. I hit on the jack. She said, I'm ready. And boom, here we go. Like, that's what you need in your life. I need a ride or die chick. I need a ride or die chick. That's a ride or die chick right there. She says, what are they saying in Dallas? This is what they're saying in Dallas, Shamika.
Wait a minute. Show Shamika the video you showed me. Shamika, wait. He showed me this video and I was like, damn it.
Yeah. And like, this is what I asked Mike where was he, and he said
Make
I'm
sure
at
he wasn't down there in the melee.
No, look, I'm a Grizzlies fan. Like I would march in Memphis. Look at all these people, Shamika. They're protesting. Tasha, this ain't funny. They're protesting. Tasha, 700,000 people have already unfollowed the Mavs on Twitter as of what, noon? So the number could be well over 1 million. This ain't funny. Shamika, we down bad down here, damn it. Come down here and make us some macaroni and cheese. What's going on? I need some comfort food, and I got to turn my phone off because Twitter's just talking. I don't want nothing crazy to come out of my account.
Right.
Yeah, them people mad. And Sasha, we didn't see this many people at the Chiefs parade when they started shooting up everybody last year. But it wasn't that many people at the parade for a championship. That's how many people are protesting. Tasha, Shamika, Denise, let me ask y'all this. Anthony Davis. Nobody asked how he feels about this, and I feel bad for Anthony Davis because he's going to get. I feel bad for Anthony Davis because he's going to get booed mercilessly when they introduce him the first time he get out of those street clothes.
He should have kept his uniform on instead of his street clothes.
I can't stand y'all.
Who gave birth to this child?
This ain't funny. Anthony Davis has a player option in 2027. The Mavs could conceivably give away a generational talent, and Anthony Davis opts out in 2 years and goes on about his business anyway. If you're Anthony Davis, do you stick around or do you go for greener pastures?
I mean, at that point, who's going to want Anthony Davis? That's the thing. It wasn't like people out here chomping at the bit to get Anthony Davis.
You know what? See, you giving me Mister on Color Purple. Look at you. You're ugly. You can't cook. Don't nobody want you. Like, don't do AD like that. He's not Sealy.
I mean, no. I mean, who was clamoring for him? I'm serious.
Damn, Shamika, no damn. Where? No. Can somebody tag Anthony Davis's cousins or something? Somebody that can show him some love because y'all are eviscerating this man. Now your daughter said he might as well retire.
I mean, he don't play.
He's only 31 years old. Come on.
What did I tell your nephew? He gonna show up in his regular uniform, which is his street clothes.
You know what? And speaking of nephew, happy birthday, Carter. Happy birthday to you. Happy 11th birthday, Carter Paul Coulter. This is crazy. Tasha, do you have a Sunday shout out that like?
I mean, no. I mean, again, I can get on here. It's easy for us to get on here and rag, knowing I don't possess a fifth of the talent that Anthony Davis has. You know, this is not to rag on Anthony Davis, but he's not reliable. I really would trust Luka more than I would trust AD when it came down to balling.
And yes, Denise, he looks like he can be old enough to be your father. And I think that's more of a testament to how you keep yourself up than Anthony Davis, because he is a millionaire athlete that does take care of himself to a certain extent. Good morning. Good afternoon. Sorry, Martrice. I'm hugging on the birthday king right now. Well, thank you for checking in. Can Miles forge his birth certificate? The Lakers could use a big right now. We can get him in the post.
And Miles is every bit of 7'2".
I think he can uke on somebody right about now. This is going to be interesting to see how this plays out as birthday wishes come in to you, Carter. Happy birthday. I want to give a shout out to the Mavs fans and the Cowboys fans and the city of Dallas, because we down bad right now. Send help, send FEMA, send hugs.
Ain't no more FEMA because y'all crazy ass president.
Yeah, that part too. I want to send a shout out to Luka and AD for giving me a day without Agent Orange trolling my timeline. So that was good. And
what about Klay Thompson, who came down there to play with Luka and Kyrie?
And here's the kicker: you could have went to the Lakers. They had an offer for you on the table.
It was something going on with that too as to why he didn't want to go.
Yeah. And so now, like, to you, no, wait a minute. Now, and here you go in all caps. Mike, we're sending you a cyber hug right now. You stay safe down there with in downtown Dallas with the angry mob. I would Uber, but y'all ain't gonna be tearing up my car today.
Looking like a celebration parade.
Right. There are people in the streets making it. I was driving, so I couldn't chat, but I know Dallas. Yes, we are. There has been, y'all.
Not disarray. Okay, good word.
Yeah. Work word right there. Okay. There has been wall-to-wall coverage, Tasha, on the regular news. They've been lining up people wall-to-wall like the day Kobe died. Remember how it was just wall-to-wall? It's wall-to-wall.
What you say they lined up like when they was talking about run, OJ, run?
Oh, yeah, like they was on the side of the highway. He said, F this team, Dirk, to go. Luka was supposed to have a statue next to him.
Dirk tweeted out a picture of the emoji, like the eyes, the shock, like WTF emoji.
Now Shamika says Clay was not about to play background again to LeBron and AD in his mind.
In my mind.
But I want to go back to Mike because Mike is a diehard Mavs fan, and he says F this team. Tasha, do you think that we'll see this show up in the arena next week? Because they're getting beat by 40-some points today in Cleveland, but they're not playing in Dallas. Their next home game, give me an over. I'm going to set the over under 10,000 fans. You taking the over the under?
I mean, again, I love Mark Cuban, but you did it to yourself. You're going to go back to those Michael Finley days. Who was that? Back in the day when nobody knew who the Mavs were, when you could bring a broom to the arena. Because remember, the Lakers swept them that year, and they had brooms. Like,
no, let me clarify something. Mark Cuban is now the minority owner of he doesn't have the controlling share. It's that billionaire woman who's the widow of that the gamble king.
But Mark Cuban still has access. His key card still works.
His key card does work, and you would think that he would have some sway in the building just on the strength of he was the sole owner of that team for a couple of decades. Yeah, he did. Shamika, he sold his majority stake in the team, but we remember him saying in 2020 that if given the choice between Luka and his wife, he's ready to sign them papers like Usher.
He said exactly. He said he's ready to sign them papers.
Hello, Uncle P in the house. Yes. Hello, Carter. Go ahead, finish your thought, Tosh.
No, I was done. I was just saying hey to Carter.
Okay. Mike chiming in. He says, we were just in the championship game. Like, why? That's like the 49ers getting rid of CMC. Tasha, you're the 49er fan. You agree with that?
I mean, Luka's an elite player. CMC's an elite player, but CMC, he often injured too.
But okay, I think that it would have been better to say if they would have traded him in the middle of that Super Bowl season when he's ready to be the offensive player of the year.
Right.
And it's like, so what do you get? I mean, why did you trade him now? At least make one more run at it. You were just in the finals.
The thing is, we had a viable backup, but then he got injured because that back, I can't think of his name right now. People had picked him up on fantasy, and he was doing numbers. Like, you cannot replace like a Luka, though.
Okay. Luka is in Luka is mentioned in the same breath with Giannis, Joker, not many other. I'm not even putting Ja in that category now because he doesn't have the accolades of the first team All NBAs. Five in a row
because of his not being available.
But if you're not going to be available, when you are available, be first team All NBA like Luka. That's my thing to Ja. So, Ja, I'm wearing this Memphis stuff, and I hope this is a shot across the bow to you down there across that muddy, dirty, dusty-ass river heading into the downtown Memphis.
You're not going to talk about the mighty Mississippi like that. You're not going to do it.
That crooked letter I got so many damn bodies in it. I'm going to digress. But, Ja, nobody's untouchable. So let's minimize these injuries and get your ass on the court. So is Luka, though. He chilling on the IR. Mike, are you turning on Luka now? I'm wondering what's going on. Do you think Luka?
I mean, it ain't Luka's fault. Well, I mean, it is kind of his fault.
It is because
it's 40.
Could there be
40, 60.
Could it be a possibility, Tasha, that Luka forced his way out, and then they just went the best route to get a superstar that they could? Because why not open up the bidding to the whole NBA? You could have gotten way more than Anthony Davis in a first round pick.
All I know is when Luka suits up with the Lakers and he out there looking like a Batman costume, the fix was in.
There's something like we've seen this happen before. Remember when Memphis gave Paul Gasol away to give Kobe his Robin for that back-to-back title in 2009 and 2010? Remember when Dwight Howard got shipped there from Houston? Remember, like the Lakers are always catching a break. Like, I'm a LeBron fan, but if LeBron left the Lakers tomorrow, then damn the Lakers. Like, I don't give a damn about no damn Lakers. Why they keep getting all of the best players? Man, this is getting. No, Mike says put a casino in that spot. Now, you know I'm down for a casino. I mean, Devin Booker said, don't ever get too comfortable and think you safe. The dog said amen. The dog said amen because Tasha must have threatened that dog today. He said, that's right.
No, he's playing with looking at the puppies outside.
Luka 100% stomped his feet like a toddler. Wow, Mike. This is interesting to hear you say this. I think Mike is starting to come around to the point to where he's justifying the move, or at least justifying not paying a man $370.
I mean, I get it. I do get it. I get it. I'm not going to pay you money and you half-ass work and you're not doing your job. Right. I fully understand that.
And the word that was used by Tim McMahon, who's an ESPN insider who covers the Mavericks, was irate on Christmas Day when he pulled up with the calf muscle injury. The term that they said the Mavs were irate because they had been having ongoing discussions with him to get into the team's training facility and not do his own thing with the hookah and the beer and his own team of yes men that's not pushing him to his highest potential. Obviously, whatever they were doing is not working because he's had a string of calf injuries throughout his career. Just mind-boggling. Mike says, I've been saying he's toxic, though. Just wanted more for him. Damn.
But, Mike, this is what I tell people all the time. You can't want it more than they want it for themselves.
Right. Damn. That's a great bow to put on this conversation. You can't want it more than you want it for themselves. I do honestly believe, just as a non-Mavs fan, just from the outside looking in, I do think the Mavs are in a better position to win a championship this year with Anthony Davis, provided that he plays, than they are with Luka Doncic, because we saw that defensively they were clamped down by the Boston.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm missing my light. It's getting dark over here.
Right, I was like, darkness, my old friend.
Darkness.
So
I literally disappeared because it's getting dark over here.
Right, I'm like, scoot up.
Not scoot up.
Christina, right, because now I'm losing you for real. Like, you selling off into the night. That clip has been making the rounds. Good afternoon, Christina, checking in. Now, he says when Finley, that was Finley that took that bill away, it was over. Because they're tired of the foolishness. It's like, come on, man, grow up. Like, the job ain't done yet. And it was a gentleman's sweep. Boston really swept that ass. I mean, Boston really swept.
You told me to scoot up. It's getting dark out here. It's almost 8 o'clock.
Wait a minute. Mike called you on something. Tasha in the cave. Hey, you got lights? Where's the light switch?
It's 6:43 here.
Where's the light switch, ladies and gentlemen?
The light switch is way over yonder.
Okay, well, all right. Well, y'all, does she have on her off? Does she? Right, Mike. Right, Shamika. I'm like, blink if you need me. Well, is your Annie? Is your okay, Annie?
And this ain't better.
There she is. There's that beautiful face. The Lakers obviously need to make another move to put a bow on this. You can't go without a big. You gave away your starting center and your backup big. You didn't get it. So does my sister. She likes to sit in the dark. What's left for the Lakers to do? You think they're done? You think?
The trade deadline ain't hit yet.
Yeah, the trade deadline is on Wednesday at 3 p.m., I believe.
They still got
So
some. I mean,
we will stay tuned.
I bet if they put Joel Embiid out there, I bet he'll get healthy quick.
You know what? If you can get Luka for AD and a pack of cigarettes, then you should definitely be able to get AD with a couple of picks.
Right, and a box of paper clips. Yeah, the paper clips alone. We short on them big clamps with the black.
Oh yeah, the folded clamp. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
y'all
we shall see. And right, he says, "All right, I'm about to go smoke a wine. Deuces. All right, Mike. We will see you Saturday for the Super Bowl show. Thank you for chiming in. We're about to get out of here as well because it's Tasha's dinner time, and I'm about to make a meatloaf and eat me some comfort food and get ready for this Grizzlies game tonight. You all can catch us for our special Super Bowl preview on Saturday, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. Until then, Tasha, can you take us up out of here?
Vamos Azul.
Peace. The Lakers.